Okay, so the other day, I attempted to reach round 10 on every Black Ops 2 spawn room. Now, in that video, I went 3 for 6 on those maps. So I died on 3 and I reached round 10 on 3. So today, I want to try to beat that score, but on Black Ops 3 zombies, because there are the same amount of maps. We were playing just Shadows of Evil through Revelations. That's 6 maps, including the Giant. We will not be playing Chronicles today, but if that sounds fun to you, if that sounds like a cool idea, let me know and I will definitely do it. Let's go ahead and turn on Quick Revive, and I guess we'll get the summoning key, even though it doesn't matter. But yeah, the rules are simple. We cannot leave the spawn room, and our goal for each map is going to be round 10. And we are, of course, starting with Shadows of Evil, which, oddly enough, is the hardest spawn room challenge on Black Ops 3. Just because this area is so tight. You know, I could have unlocked this as well, but it's just a double points in there. But yeah, this area is so tight, and you can actually get Margwas. Now, one little advantage that we have is the pod right here, which you can get a locus out of. Now, I don't know what rarity the pod needs to be, but I guess yellow works because I just got it. Let's go. That's going to make this so much easier because this locus is probably going to be a one hit for most of this game, if not all of it. And if we get a Margwa, it'll really help take that dude out as well. Hold on, is a Margwa a female or is it a male? Or does it not have a gender? That's what I'm wondering. Because honestly, bro, it gives female vibes, low-key. It gives like mama bear, I'm going to kill you if you come near me and my children vibes. Whereas like the Panzer is clearly a boy because it's just like complete chaos and destruction. Yeah, I think this should be fun, and if you're wondering about my camos, this is Jumpy's aesthetic mod. It does not do anything to the core gameplay to give me any type of advantage. It is purely cosmetic to make my guns look pretty, and it's actually cool because I can change the camo. If I go to like camo 45, you can see it changes, and so is my life expectancy right now. Okay, never mind, I'm good. I have a death machine and a nuke. Round 5. All right, we got our first parasite round. I actually don't like parasite rounds when I don't have a good gun because I feel like parasites can actually gang up on you and do a lot of damage. And like a sniper is just like hard to use because you have to actually hit your shots. Whereas if I had like an AR or something, I could just spam. All right, I'm gonna get the Shiva. We'll use this a little bit. I got a thermal sight on it to make it easier to see the zombies. I think this is because I've speedrun the Verruct round 30 before, and on that map you use a thermal sight on your Shiva, try to kill the zombies fast. And the attachment has just been on here ever since. One thing I really don't like is when I shoot the head off of a zombie and then it doesn't immediately die and wants to keep hitting you. It makes no sense. Like a headless chicken or a headless snake. You know, it could be smart to open up this little room right here just to have an extra little spot to run into. I don't know if it's possible to like run a loop in that room and get out, but I mean, it'll be a little bit of extra space for me to run in, which is better than nothing, I guess. Come on, we gotta be close. Yes, round 7. I mean, we might make it to round 10. Honestly, it just depends on whether or not we get a Margwa, honestly. If we don't get a Margwa, we can definitely do it. If we get a Margwa, we're cooked. But I feel like round 10 is a solid goal. I mean, I could go for round 15, but I feel like all that does is just like add time onto the game. I mean, maybe it would make it a little harder, but I want to stick around 10 because that's what I did in the Black Ops 2 video, and I just want to see how much better I do on BO3. I guess this could be a weird way to measure which game is harder. Which, spoiler alert, it's probably Black Ops 2. But I guess we'll see. I mean, you really never know. Maybe I just play some horrible games of zombies here, and we only go like 2 for 6 instead of 4 for 6. Because remember, my goal here is to beat my score on BO2, which was 3 for 6. We get 1 attempt per map if it wasn't clear. And then we have to move on to the next one. So let's see how we do. We got a Margwa. That is not good. But I do have this Locust, which is very good. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Part of me wants to just like kill zombies as fast as possible, but I just don't think that's gonna work. Oh my god. All right, we already took it down. I'm gonna try to use my meat wagons to take out some of these zombies. Yeah, I mean, if there was any map that I expected myself to fail on, it would be Shadows of Evil, because like I said, this is by far the hardest spawn room on BO3. Yep, there it is, dude. Once that Margwa spawns in, it is over. We start off 0 for 1, so let's see if we can change that on the Giant. You know, one of the things that gives me the most nostalgia, the biggest nostalgia feeling on BO3 is playing the Giant. Especially if I haven't played the Giant in a while. and have been playing a ton of World at War Darius, which has been the situation, because then I come back and I see the graphical difference between the two, and it's just astounding, bro. This map is beautiful, and I just remember seeing it for the first time and just seeing how different it looked from Darius, and bro, like, just thinking about it now, it gives me this like warm feeling inside, bro, because it's like, dude, this was so good back in the day, bro. Like, the BO3 graphics were so good for zombies for that time. Like, the colors were immaculate, the lighting, everything. Like, oh my god. Anybody who was there, you remember what it was like, bro. Like, the graphical difference from BO1 to BO3 is insane. Don't get me wrong, I love BO2, but the colors on that game do not rival these colors at all, bro. Not even in the same ballpark. Not even in the same stratosphere, bro. Like, this game is unmatched, man. This game looks better than BO4, and it looks better than any zombies game that's come after. It looks better than Cold War, it looks better than BO6, it looks better than Vanguard, it looks better than everything, bro. I feel like the only zombies game that could even compete with this would be maybe Infinite Warfare, because Infinite Warfare is also a very, very pretty zombies game in my opinion. But bro, the aesthetic of BO3 is unmatched. It actually kind of sucks with these first two maps because we don't get quick revive, so it's just one life here. From here on out though, we have quick revive. Actually no, not on Zetsubou. Zetsubou does not have QR. At least now we have a really, really good training spot right here though. Dude, I might need to make a video specifically on the Shadows of Evil spawn room and try to get to around like 20 or 25 or something. That would be an insane challenge. But I feel like that's something that would take me so long to record because I think I would have to put in a bunch of attempts, which sucks because I really don't like going that long without uploading on this channel. But if there's a challenge that's really hard and I just like can't complete it, then that delays an upload, and that really hurts. Not gonna lie. That's just like one mental thing that YouTubers deal with, is the constant feeling of having to post consistently, but then also wanting to post good videos, but good videos take time. Good ideas take time to execute, and sometimes it feels like there's not enough time, bro. Like, I think one really good YouTube video idea would be playing 50 indie games or 100 indie games. Like, that would be a really, really good video idea. Except it would probably take you like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to record. God knows how long to edit. And I mean, that depends on how you structure the video. It depends on how much time you're giving each game. But I mean, that's just like one example. You know, you have a really good idea, but the opportunity cost is it's going to take a long time to make. So you're going to go a little bit of time without uploading. But it's like, sometimes it's worth it because you get a better product. And then sometimes it's not because the video ends up not being a good idea like you thought it would be, and it just flops. Like, trust me, I posted some YouTube videos that I genuinely thought were going to get like hundreds of thousands of views, and then they just completely fall on their face. Videos that I've worked hard on too. Alright, we got a dog round. Good thing dog rounds on BO3 are infinitely easier than on World at War. Because, bro, the World at War spawn room challenge on Darius, bro, is so scary because of Hellhounds. All you have is a Gewehr on there, and it takes like half the clip to kill one dog. So you're pretty much having to reload every time you kill a dog, really. But yeah, honestly, that's one of the biggest things that I feel like a YouTuber has to learn how to deal with, is being able to take the ups and downs, because this job is not linear at all. And what I mean by that is you have high months and you have low months. It's not like a salary job where you get paid a set amount. It all depends on how many views you're getting every month, right? And some months you get more views than others, so it's a very up and down roller coaster career, and that can be really, really hard to deal with sometimes. Like, you have to be able to mentally take working really, really hard on a video that you're super proud of and then posting it and it just getting no views. If you can't handle that mentally, it's going to be really hard for you to be able to succeed on YouTube, because that's what it is. It's creating things you're super proud of that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, and then watching it fall on its face. And then, you know, the ability to see that and then keep going is what makes or breaks you, in my opinion. The people that can sit there and keep uploading after flop, after flop, after flop, but you just keep going because eventually you're going to come up with a good idea. And if you're smart, you take that idea and you do it again, but a little bit different. Then you do it again, but a little bit different. And then again, a little bit different. And you'll notice that if the first video got a lot of views and you do it again, the next video is also going to get a lot of views. And so it's kind of a game of just like finding ideas like that you can repeat a lot. But I mean, that can be very, very stressful. Like, it's hard, bro. It's pretty much guesswork. I mean, it's estimated guessing. you know, or educated guessing, I guess, because I can use data from other channels or my channel or whatever to figure out what ideas might be good, or like my knowledge of the zombies community or whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day, when I post a video, that's just me taking a guess to see if you're gonna like it. In the middle of my rant, we've reached round 9, so 1 round to go here. We do not have to beat round 10 and reach 11. We're just gonna reach round 10 and go on. My defense for that is when you're doing a round 100 challenge, all you gotta do is say that 100 on your screen, and then you say I've made it to round 100. Nobody actually beats it and goes to 101. So that's why usually I'll just have my round goal and just get to it. I don't actually try to beat the round. So I want to see that number 10 on my screen. That's what I'm looking for. And then we can call that a win. Dude, this RK5 is falling off pretty hard. Yes, insta. I might be able to finish this round. Throw some nades. Oh, I need to be careful though. I gotta remember I don't have quick revive. Is that it? Right here? Yes, round 10. Okay, we are 1 for 2 so far. Now it's time for Eisendrache. This one might be a little harder than the giant, actually. Alright, Eisendrache, here we go. This is map number 3 of 6. We do get quick revive, but I will say that this spawn room is not as training friendly as Derice. I mean, you can pull it off, but it's certainly a little harder here, because generally the walkways are pretty skinny, especially up on this top level. You definitely don't have enough room to train up here. This could be a cool little camping spot though. I'm gonna switch up the camo this game and rock this. Whatever this camo is, seems kind of cool. Works for me. I'm gonna call it tram. Might as well, since I have it. Plus, it's something that makes this spawn room unique, so we should use it. Kind of like the pod on SOE. See? Insta-kill? Gotta love that, dude. Insta-kill's like the best power-up for a spawn room challenge. Unless it's like World at War, then the best power-up's a nuke. Because you can end an entire round with 1 nuke on that game. Dude, I wish I could experience all the DLCs releasing on BO3 again. Like those times, bro, that was peak zombies community right there. That and really what I think was peak zombies community was Chronicles. Like, dude, imagine being able to go back to those times. You got Chronicles coming out, Treyarch's inviting all the good zombies YouTubers out to play the game early. You got the Z house going on. Like, come on, bro. I might take this thermal sight off after this game if I remember, because it honestly makes me not want to aim in. But honestly, I think the Shiva might be better than the RK5. I don't know though. Ooh, death machine. Can I end this round real fast and then use this for some next round? I think I might be able to. Dude, I bet when this map released, somebody stood out here and saw that pyre right there that you have to shoot with the bow for the lightning bow, and was like, yeah, that's definitely something important. And then they ended up being right. Aw, dude, dog round, come on. I feel like this death machine kind of gets wasted. Now, I don't know if the Panzer spawns in the DE spawn room, but I know that if he does, it is after round 10, so we shouldn't have to deal with him here. At least I hope we don't have to deal with him here. I think this would actually be fun to do on Chronicles. I just know that that vid would probably be a good bit longer than what this one will end up being. Because number 1, it's 2 extra maps, but number 2, we have to play Noct. And even round 10 is going to take like 20 minutes on Noct probably. Just because of how slow the zombies are on that map. It's a real problem. A real epidemic on Noct. But I mean, I would love to create a series where I revisit Zombies Chronicles slowly and do like 1 video per map and start off with Noct and end off with Origins. And then maybe I try to like reach round 30 on all of them or something like that with some side quests. But I don't know. Like, are people gonna watch a video where I get to round 30 on BO3 Noct? I feel like nobody wants to see that. So that's kind of what's keeping me from doing it. I mean, if I did a series like that, it would be 8 videos, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I wouldn't do it all in a row. I'd space them out, but I don't know. It could be cool. Could be something interesting to try. I'm trying to just like camp back here. What is that? Tram fuse. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like this situation. RK5 is falling off. Come on, Shiva. Carry me home. Carry me home, baby. Here we go, round 8. Gonna just fill up on ammo for this round. I mean, best camping spot that I have is this one right here. It's just, I can't get out of it if I get trapped back there. Even though I guess I can't get out of that one either. Really, it's best for me to just move around. Try to kill some of the zombies in the windows and stuff. Just to pick them off early. I feel like that's a good strat. Whoa, bro. Dude, the swiping is crazy. What? Where did that zombie come from? I got a drop. What is that? Max ammo. Dude, there are some other drops that would have helped way more than that, and that's it, bro. Holy crap. The way a game can just end in the blink of an eye is ridiculous. Okay, we are 1 for 3, which means to beat my score on BO2, we are gonna have to reach round 10 on the 3 remaining maps here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't even know why I tore that web off, because I'm not using gobblegums. But see, the good thing about Shinon Numa is that if you stay up here on the top level of spawn, this is a 2-window spawn right here. So the zombies only come out of these 2 windows. They do not spawn down there at all unless you actually walk down there. Now we can plant a seed, which I think could give us a weapon. So I'm definitely going to try that. Now we don't get quick revive once again. So not gonna lie, that is kind of scary. But I mean, this is a pretty spacious spawn room, I feel like. At least a relatively spacious spawn room. So we'll see. I definitely think this one would be a fast one for sure. I think what could kill me is thrashers. It's probably the biggest threat to my life. But I don't know if we'll get any. If we do, that'll be really, really terrifying. Come on. Is that it? Yes, round 4. Should try to keep these windows boarded and everything. Honestly, I think it could be cool to try spawn room challenges on BO3, but use gobblegums, since you play those so much differently. That might be a fun thing to do. Try to reach like round 30 on all the spawn rooms, but I can use whatever gobblegums I want to. I mean, I would ban stuff like round robin and power vacuum. Anything that's banned on Zombies World Records I wouldn't use. But you best believe I'd be utilizing that perkaholic, that raindrops, that wall power and bullet boost. You best believe. There we go, round 5. Yeah, like I said, the spawns here are really fast. We're gonna absolutely fly through this. Now, the one thing about trying to keep all the zombies behind the window is that we don't get any drops. But I mean, if I'm able to successfully keep all the zombies at bay, that doesn't really matter. But I mean, an insta-kill every once in a while is very, very nice in a challenge like this. I like doing spawn room challenges though. To me, it's one of the biggest tests of skill for a player in zombies, because you don't have jug, you're usually in a pretty tight area, and you usually have very, very bad weapons, unless it's like Moon or Origins, because on Moon you can pack a bunch of your Mustang and Sallies, and then on Origins you can get a pack a bunch Scar or whatever out of the box. I'm getting the 115 headshots. But at least on the BO3 maps we're playing today, that stuff does not exist. It is just me and my wall weapons. Oh, we got zombies coming out of the barrier now. Let's plant this seed right here, see if we can get anything out of it. Dude, I'm trying to watch both of these barriers, but it's proving to be quite difficult now. The zombies are definitely a lot beefier than they were before. I can see a clear difference. I need to end this round so that I can use this insta next round. There we go. Try to throw some nades to get some early kills. That is a strat. Never mind, that is not the strat because it is a spider round. Wow. Blood money. That sucks. Yeah, if we sit right here, I believe all the spiders will come from this tree in front of me, even though I kind of messed up the spawns. Yo, hold on. I actually got to be careful, because these spiders, they can get you, bro, if you're not careful. There we go. But yeah, if you start the spider around here, I'm pretty sure they only come from down on this tree, but I don't know. I'm going to plant this other seed. We're going to see if it does anything. You know what? I'm going to water it too. Maybe we'll get something good out of it that we can use, like a locust, something like that. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. I got to make sure that I am super aware of my surroundings, because I don't need to get too locked in on killing zombies in one barrier that I don't watch the other barrier. And then I turn around, there's like 5 zombies in my face. Out of ammo on my RK5. Never mind, I'm not out of ammo anymore. Oh my god. Dude, BO3 zombies swipe so fast. It's incredibly scary when you don't have jug on this game. I still wouldn't say it's as scary as like BO1 or BO2 though, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, round 9. We got one more round to survive. Try to build up all these barriers. Should buy me a little more time. Sadly, we won't get to harvest this little dude, because if we get past this round, we're going to Gorod Krovi. And that man can't follow me to Gorod Krovi. No! I mean, Gorod Krovi kind of followed me here because there's an egg in that one room that you teleport to for the Easter egg. Dude, it's just straight RK5 spam right now. I definitely say the Shiva is at least as good as RK5, but it might be better. I don't know. Because, I mean, like I said, it feels like most people use the Shiva in their spawn room high rounds, but I don't know. It might just depend more on which wall buy location is better for this specific spawn room. Because like on Ascension, the Shiva's way better because it's right there where you're training. But like on a map like this, it's over there, man. That's not the best spot in the world. I feel like the RK5 is better. But let's finish off this spawn room. There we go. So we are now 2 for 4. We still need to succeed on these last 2 maps. So let's see how Gorod Krovi goes and then Revelations. No more parties in GK. Please, baby, no more parties in GK. Yeah. All right, on a real note, Let's try to get this round 10. If anybody understood that reference, you're a legend, by the way. So I think the added little element that we have on Gorod Krovi here is the fire from the dragon, because she can breathe that down and it will damage me. And since I, of course, don't have a shield, there's no way for me to really avoid it other than standing like way back here or whatever. Also, I already know the Valkyrie round is going to take absolutely forever because they have copious amounts of health for no reason. Like, bro, the amount of RK5 bursts a Valkyrie can take is straight up criminal. But I think if I'm smart, I should be able to get through the Valkyrie round. Just gotta not get hit by their little electrical fire thing. Whatever, with the little electrical beam that they shoot at you. And I hate the way the Valkyries want to, like, barrel roll through the sky all the time. Like, they're masters at dodging your bullets, I swear. And they love to run from you, too. Like, you'll be at the end of a Valkyrie round, and you'll have to spend 2 minutes looking for the last one because it's halfway across the map, just hiding in a corner or something. I swear, I cannot stand Valkyries. I can't stand Thrashers, and I can't stand Valkyries, bro. Manglers are cool. I have no complaints with Manglers. They're like the most average boss in zombies. Like, they're just there. They have a solid amount of health, but not too much. They don't give you anything when you kill them, but they also don't spawn in all that much either. At least not on Grod Krovi. But bro, like the Thrashers and the Valkyries, they spawn way too often, and they're way too annoying. You have to go out of your way to kill them. But I mean, I will admit, I think Thrashers are worse, because they're some of the most tanky bosses in zombies, in my opinion. Like, maybe not as tanky as like a Panzer or a Margwa, but definitely up there on the tankiness scale. Nuke. That'll end the round. There we go, round 5. It is nice to have quick revive back. I feel a lot safer. What happened to me on D actually really sucked, because it's awful when you go down with quick revive and you have more quick revives left, but you die before you can get back to it. I mean, it's just tragic, bro. Wait, I wonder, am I able to do the free perk challenge? I would guess no. Acquire Dragon Egg, that's not it. Kill 10 zombies with the giant fingers. Oh. I almost just died because I was reading the challenges. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I might still die. Dude, these zombies are relentless on BO3. Honestly, I think people that say BO3 is like the easiest zombies game have never played BO3 before. Because yeah, it's really easy if you're using gobblegums, bro. But if you're not using like OP stuff, this zombies game can be pretty difficult. Like, the zombies hit so fast. Yeah, let's see. 10 zombies with the gigant fingers. Okay. Yeah, we can't do that. And then kill 10 napalm zombies with headshots. I might be able to do that one. I could do that one. If the dragon breathes fire over here and then I headshot 10 zombies, I might be able to complete it. But I don't know if that's the perk one or not. Yeah. Breathe some fire. Breathe some fire. Yes. Okay. We gotta get headshots. We have to get headshots. It's 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa. I think that's 9, 10. No? Okay, maybe that was 9. I think I got the count a little wrong. Oh, is there not another flame zombie? That sucks. Dude, we have like a whole horde right here. Jesus. Alright, insta. Finish this off as quickly as possible. There we go. Yeah, hold on. Let me check my progress on this challenge. Dude, yeah, I'm like 1 kill off. That sucks. Still got this insta. Let me throw a few nades. Try to take out some extra zombies. Ooh, we might be able to get it here. Come on. Did I not get a headshot? Did I just miss out on my chance? Okay, no. There's a napalm zombie there. Yes. Okay. Now, what did this give me? Let's find out. Oh, it gave me a max ammo. That's depressing. Hold on, I might die right here. No, I'm good. I'm chilling. There are a lot of zombies, though, and they all want my chops very, very badly. See, I'd throw a grenade, but I'm honestly kind of scared of making a bunch of crawlers because I feel like they're gonna band together and take me down with their stubby little no legs. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense why something like headshotting 10 napalm zombies would not give me a free perk. Come on, one of these zombies needs to give me a good drop, like a nuke or an insta or something, bro. Come on, I know you got something. One of these zombies. I really don't like when the dragon breathes fire down here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, bro. These zombies hit way too fast. At least we got a death machine, though. Now, I'm going to try to use this here on round 9. But once it runs out, I got to immediately get a quick revive. Or I might die. Oh, yeah, especially now. What is that over there? That's a double points. We got like 2 kills with that death machine. Dude, I really wish this dragon would stop breathing fire down here. That is my one little wish. Oh my god. Dude, this is ridiculous. I'm about to take another down. What? I'm the greatest zombies player of all time. We have now decided it. All right, I'm gonna throw a nade. I know it's gonna make a bunch of crawlers, but I feel like at this point I need to do it. Maybe I didn't make like any crawlers. Maybe I didn't hit any zombies with that nade because I suck. That, or just maybe the nades are good enough to not make crawlers? I find that hard to believe though, on round 9, that nades are gonna be good enough to just kill zombies straight up. Yeah, bro, I don't believe it for a second. Yep, we got tons of crawlers. Ooh, dude. Yeah, the nade bombs are so annoying. I hate zombies that damage you when you kill them. Why am I being punished for killing something? Okay, look, in a real life circumstance, if you said that would be a crazy question. But in the context of zombies, why am I being punished for eliminating the enemy? All right, is this it? Yes, round 10. Okay. That right there puts us at 3 4 6, which means we have 1 attempt left to try to get this 4 for 6 and beat my score on BO2. So hopefully Revelations treats me right. And we didn't have to deal with the Valkyrie round. Let's go. All right, here we go. This is for all the marbles. Let's do this generator just to get it done. Obviously, we cannot go through the portal and go to Noct, even though we're not technically opening a door or anything. That is still leaving the spawn room, which would break the rules of the challenge. But I would like to have the corruption engine to use as a weapon if I so choose, as that is an option. But I feel very confident in myself for Revelations because of how big this spawn room is. And we shouldn't get any bosses. I think this will go very smoothly. At least that's what I'm hoping. You know, it's a good thing that we are on the last map because I am starting to get very, very tired. And it's getting increasingly difficult to keep my eyes open, which means it is going to be increasingly difficult to be able to not die. Dude, I almost want to make a video one day just doing the Revelations Easter egg because I really like this Easter egg low-key. Is that something that you would want to see? Just me doing random zombies Easter eggs? And that'd be the whole video? Just me beating that map? I feel like it could be fun. Is this it right here? Yes, round 4. Let's grab this Shiva. You know, it's actually weird because this spawn room has 5 spawn points. And that's kind of odd for a zombies map, I feel like. Because, I mean, you got this barrier here. You got that spawn point right there that zombie just jumped out of. You have these 2 windows right here. That makes 4. And then you have 1 final window over here. And see, actually, there's more spawn spots because they come from up here as well. So there's at least 6 spawn spots in this spawn room. Kind of crazy. I feel like they never do that usually. It's usually like 1 barrier per player. But yeah, I don't know. It could be fun to go back and play all the Easter eggs again on BO3 and stuff, but do it with gobblegums, like really OP gobblegums, and just experience those Easter eggs again. Because there's a ton of these maps that I haven't beaten in a very long time. Actually, bro, I don't think I've done a Black Ops 3 Easter egg in almost 2 years. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's been a long time. It's definitely coming up on 2 years. So maybe it's about time. Maybe it's time for the BO3 Easter eggs to make a little return in my life. Because this was the game that made me fall in love with doing Easter eggs in the first place and fall in love with the story. Because, bro, I used to be so invested in the zombie storyline, like pre-Black Ops 4. And then once that game dropped and we saw how booty it was in comparison to BO3, I stopped following the storyline completely. Like, I have no idea what's going on in the zombie storyline right now. Oh, bro, dude, I'm telling you, parasites. They're crazy. But yeah, bro, I couldn't tell you a single thing about what's happening in the zombie storyline at the moment. All I know is like Richtofen came back, and apparently that's not cool at all because I guess Richtofen was already there. So to me, it just seems like they're nostalgia baiting, and that's it. That's all they're going for at this point. They have lost all creativity and are now just going to nostalgia bait us until we no longer buy the games. That's the new pathway for COD Zombies. You know what, it really sucks, bro, because if you were there for BO1, BO2, BO3, especially at BO3, then you know the level of passion the devs used to have for this game mode. But, I mean, it feels like it's gone downhill. I mean, Jimmy Zielinski left, Jason Blundell left. I'm pretty sure Craig Houston was, like, away from the studio for most of Black Ops 6's development. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it might be. So it's like, we don't even have the good Zombies developers working on these games right now. I mean, I think Craig Houston might have been, like, a story dude and not as much, like, gameplay. But still, I feel like a lot of the really, really good, talented employees that Activision had are just, like, not present on the newer projects. Mainly Jason Blundell and Jimmy Zielinski, because I genuinely feel like if either of those dudes came back to Zombies, it would make the game mode so much better. Because they would bring back a touch of that older Zombies feel, I think. Like, do you know what I would give to have Jason Blundell back at Treyarch? You know how cool that would be? Like, I feel like we would get such a good Zombies game if he was back at Treyarch. Because you gotta think, it's been years since that dude left. It's been like 7 years. most of the last decade, Jason Blundell has spent away from Treyarch, from what I know. And so just imagine how much better he's gotten at game design and stuff in those 7 years. Like, he'd probably be even better now as a zombies developer. I mean, who knows, bro? Who knows? You got NBA players that'll be on one team for a long time, then they'll leave for like 8 years, then end up back with the original team that they were on. So, I mean, maybe Jason Blundell will pull something like that where he'll end up back at Treyarch one day. That would be very, very cool. Wait, my question is, does Vonderhaar still work on COD? Like, is that a thing still? I remember that dude was getting death threats because he nerfed the DSR back on BO2. It's actually crazy, bro. People sending death threats over a video game sniper rifle. Oh! Dude, I feel like in pretty much every game I've taken a really stupid down. We're gonna use this corruption engine, and I'm gonna kill everything with it. Yes. Yes. Die. Everything die. And there it is. We actually managed to beat my BO2 score. That is 4 for 6 on the BO3 spawn room challenge on every map. But if you want to see me try the pistols only challenge on BO4 zombies, click the video on screen. You need a little BO4 in your life, alright? That's a pretty good zombies game, let's be real about it.